Hello everyone, and welcome to what is likely to be my last video of our school year. And for this video, I wanted to read you one of my favorite books, which is very special to me. So I decided to wear something special to honor the occasion. And I think that you will like the book. Maybe you won't. And if you don't, then maybe you'll grow to like it over time. So the book is called The Epiplectic Bicycle, and it is by Edward Gorey. And I was thinking about the book and trying to figure out the words that I wanted to say to let you know like why I think this book is so special, or why it's so meaningful to me. And I jotted down a few things because I thought I might not be able to think of them on the spot. So the book just has, well, first of all, it's just weird. It's very imaginative. When I turn the page, even though I've read it so many times, it's still sort of unexpected and has lots of surprises. So, and I love that. But it also just touches on lots of topics that at different times in my life have meant different things to me or been more important at different times. So there are topics in here, and this is what the book looks like, by the way. So all of the writing, of course, is going to be backwards. But it's a very small book. That's all it is. But it has topics like life, it has death, it's got creativity, imagination. There are topics of family, there are arguments that happen in the book, there are surprises, there's something called serendipity, which I think is one of the most important things as an artist. There's wonder, there's risk-taking, there's fear, and there's the defeat of fear and terror. There's mystery at the end, which is fun. And there's also a spotted fur waistcoat, and who can not get excited about a spotted fur waistcoat? So without further ado, let me read you this fantastic book, and then you can comment on my video and tell me how bizarre you think I am, or the book. I hope you like it. The Epiplectic Bicycle by Edward Gorey. And I'm sorry that all the words are backwards. Probably there's a way to make that not happen, but I don't know the way. What do you think of my hat? I think it's just lovely. Sorry, I'm gonna need some glasses. All right, the Epiplectic Bicycle. It was the day after Tuesday and the day before Wednesday. I mean, it starts out that wonderful. Embley and Hubert, I think I'll have to read it back here and then I'll show you the picture. Embley and Hubert were hitting one another with croquet mallets. And it says chapter 1. Oof, ninny. It already makes me laugh. See, there's family and they're fighting. When they heard noise behind the wall, tra-la-la. Look, tra-la-la. And an untenanted bicycle rolled into view. See the untenanted bicycle? Yeah. So I consider the bicycle one of the characters of this book. Chapter 2. Brother and sister tried to take sole possession of it. Mercy. They're trying to take sole possession. You're already saying, oh my gosh, she's so weird. Until they both fell exhausted. Ugh, ugh. Yeah, see, they're exhausted. Hubert recovered first and leapt onto the seat. Ha! Edward Gorey, by the way, did all these drawings, also he wrote his books, and he wrote a lot of books, and he did the illustrations. So Embley had to sit on the handlebars as they flew out the gate. Whee! After that, they almost ran into a tree. Oh, and it's chapter 4. See? It just, like, what happened between chapter 2 and chapter 4? And then she says, clumsy. And now I'm going to tell you, this is my favorite part of the book coming. Well, let me read the... So after that, they almost ran into a tree, on which was perched a large bird. My favorite part, when the bird says, who muttered as they went by, beware of this and that. I just think that that is a powerful, I'm reading lots into this book. That's okay. It's my book. I read it. I get to figure out what it means to me. And when I have read this book at different times in my life, that phrase and that bird has meant different things to me. When I was in college, it sort of meant, some people would say, beware of this and that. That means to beware of dangerous or bad things. But for me, like for a while, and sometimes still, it means beware of boredom. Don't be bored, find something to do, be creative. So make something. Other times it's meant, it has meant to beware of some bad things, beware of racism, beware of sexism, beware of homophobia. Some of these horrible things that happen in society, and do something about it, make a change. And then, and other times it's meant more like beware of cynicism, or thinking that you can't, that things won't get better, and what is the opposite of that? What's the solution? Is to maybe have hope. So, and that's kind of what I'm trying to focus on right now. So beware of cynicism and have hope instead. So that's my favorite part of the whole book. I love that bird and his sage advice. Chapter 7, so we've jumped ahead. They rode past a great many turnip fields, but as it was the wrong time of year, they didn't see any turnips. Chapter 11. A horrid storm came up. They were nearly struck by lightning. Several times. When it was over, Embley found she had lost her 14 pairs of yellow shoes. Crumbs. I know. Well, first of all, why did she have 14 pairs of shoes? Maybe there was a reason. Why were they yellow? And Hubert, his spotted fur waistcoat. I know. It's too bad. Chapter 12. As they were riding through a lengthy puddle, not just an ordinary puddle, it's lengthy. It was really lengthy. It's like it went the whole width. An alligator rose up in front of them. Ho! So this is the part of the book where there's fear and there's terror, right? There's this big old alligator. But they defeat the fear. Embley kicked it on the end of its nose and it expired. And look, it says, I die. That's the front. Like it's on top of the untenanted bicycle. Chapter 15. They took a wrong turning, and before they knew it, were entering a vast barn. See, it was too dark to hear anything. See, what? It fell down as they came out the other end. La. Chapter 19. They made for a huge bush, off which they rapidly ate a quantity of berries. Tasty. Chapter 22 and the last. They returned home. But there's mystery. To discover there was nothing to be seen but an obelisk. Which said it had been raised to their memory 173 years ago. How peculiar. What can it mean? The bicycle uttered for the last time and fell to bits. Indeed. And that's the end of the story. So now you've seen and read my favorite, well, one of my favorite books. And if I don't record another video, I want you all to know that I have so enjoyed having you in my class this year, and I wish that we could have had the last quarter together. But I hope that you are staying home and staying safe, and that you have a wonderful summer. And for you 6th and 7th graders that will be at Howard next year, stop by and say hello. Don't be a stranger. And for you 8th graders, I hope that you do come back and say hello as well. So be well.